it's a Sunday morning, and most people on Sunday morning, including me, we tend to doze off a little bit, right? We spend some time with ourselves, right? At peace, where in the bed, okay? And it's so nice of you all to drag yourself out and be here today and listen to my nonsense today, okay? Right, my name is Elango, right? Those who know me, we have some old friends here. It's very happy to meet Nikki, Madison Rani, Sam. Amazing people, right? I think you guys were around during the time when I was doing programs, right? It's actually exactly roughly like 4 years, 1 month since I actually did this program again. Those days we used to do this in workshops, right? So we are still doing as a workshop. That's why somebody was asking me this question. Somebody was asking me this question, can I cover all the 7 laws with just 4 hours of this time? The truth is, it's impossible to cover this nature's laws because they're so amazing. There's so much details in them that you can talk about one law for weeks. Right? So what we're doing today is, for those who are not aware of it, just to let you all know a brief idea how it works. I use my life as an example. I think I use more examples is far more better rather than talking about theory, which I'll be doing in a short while. We'll also be doing some practical sessions so that you are aware of it rather than just listening to it in theory. Are we okay so far? Right. Meanwhile, you also meet some of my old friends who have been with me for a very long time. Since day one, I started these classes somewhere in 96, 97. Right? Later on, when we have breaks, mingle around with them. Some of them achieve fantastic success. Some of them are still in the process of coming up. But those who are here are not those people who have fallen down. So they're okay. Worst comes to worst, they just apply it in their life so that their life is okay. You know, at least it doesn't get worse. Now, these laws are not something which are outside. These laws are within us, right? It is not something that I manufactured somewhere outside or something like that. I read it somewhere. These are things that I experienced over the years. Okay, so this is basically sharing my experience. And those who have any questions, anything at any time, just put up your hand and just ask. Right? If it is personal in nature, right, later when we have breaks, you can always ask. Now, those who want to go to the toilets, anything like that, it's just behind here. Okay. Those who want to have coffee in between, there's free flow coffee, just go and have. During around 10:30, we'll have a short break. During the break, we'll have some food and everything. Okay. So although we say it's 9 to 1, normally I'll be here up to around 2 to 30, latest I'll be around here. So after that, also you have questions to ask me, you can still ask. Just be relaxed and enjoy it. Right? You listen to the song just now? Amazing song. Yeah, living in the moment. Most of us are living in the past or in the future. Something we have already done before, we keep thinking about it, or something is yet to come and you worry about it. And then what happens is you're shaking here and shaking there, and what happens is the middle thing where you are right now, you get screwed up. Am I right? Yeah, most of the time that's what happens. Okay, let's continue on. Now, this nature's law, not only for the sake, somebody was asking me, is it for earning money, reaching higher states of life and all that? I said not really only that, it's also for happiness, health, and wealth, all three together. You can use it in any way you want. Now, this is what I say, whether you use it or don't use it, it is still working. Excuse me? Whether you use it or you don't use it, it's always working, right? So might as well work with it rather than not work with it, you know? Right. Okay. Those days I used to look like this, those who know me very well, all right? Now I'm something like this, right? I've become like a mountain hiking freak, right? I love climbing mountains. Somewhere during work, sometimes in between, I'll just grab a bag and I'll just leave and I'll go for some mountains and then I just hike. So people used to ask me this question, don't you have to work, right? Right now, the truth is I don't have to. I choose to. You know those people who say, once I'm already rich, I have all the money in the world, you know, that I need and everything, I don't want to work. The truth is, once you reach there, then only you realize your actual work is actually starting you. That's the truth. When you reach there, you'll understand what I mean. Now, financially independent, yes, I'm financially independent, but like I said, what's the point of being financially independent but you're not doing anything? That's the time that you should be doing the really important things. So as time goes on, you figure these things out. But anyway, just to let you know, this is the things that I'm doing right now. I do a lot of hiking. I've also been running a lot. Oh yeah, by the way, my name, Elango, in case anybody cannot remember the state Elango, right? Alright, just take out the L, take out the R. So, Elango. Okay, let's run through basically what's the 7 basic laws of nature, then we go into it individually. So far, my English, okay, understandable, alright. If at any time something I'm speaking and you guys don't really understand, some Japanese words comes out or something like that, just put up your hand, alright? Because I do this quite often, you know, something that you do quite often, you're quite familiar with and you're living with it, so what will happen is you'll be like speaking too fast, right? So just put up your hand and say, okay, I don't get this, can you please explain? Right. Okay, the first law is law of energy returns back to source. Okay, this is the base of everything. Okay. Second one is what we call law of choosing. Third one, see, it's a flow. You know? Energy returns back to source. Then you choose the energy, which energy that you want. Because you choose that, you have something you call cause and effect, right? When there is cause and effect, you have something which we call laws of opposites. You know, when anything happens, it can be taken as something positive or something negative. It could be positive for you, it could be negative for me, right? So this is what we call the law of opposites, right? Now, today, we are not going to talk about how these laws came by. Today, we are only going to talk about how these laws can be used in a proper way. Okay, there's two different things. How they came by, why they are like this, right? And how to use it is two different things. Now, by the way, those who are asking questions like, you know, how does this law come by? Why is it like that? Why has it been structured like that and all that? Right. We'll be having something we call a book study on the 7 basic laws of nature. I haven't set the date yet, where we'll be studying in detail how these laws came by and the reason why it's like that and why this universe is the way it is right now. It's sometimes very strange. People ask me questions, I know that guy is a bad guy, you know, but all good things happen to him. How come? Heard that before? I know that guy is a bad guy, you know, but the thing is, how come all good things happen to him? And I'm doing all the right things now. How come all the bad things happening to me? You know? Right? Because most of the time people don't understand how this laws work. That's the reason why this thing happens. So far, okay. Okay. We'll be going through it, don't worry. Laws of opposites. Then we have laws of vibration and attractions. I'm sure you read something about this, but today I'll be talking about slightly different, slight variation to that, a little bit more details about it. Right? Next one. After the law of vibration and attraction, we have law of sowing and reaping, where you plant the seed grows into a tree, and then you get the seed, and then plant back again, new trees grow, right? So what are we sowing and what are we reaping? Okay. And the last one is, of course, law of balance. Law of balance. Creation, preservation, destruction. I'll be talking